Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mason and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2017 MY18 Mitsubishi Outlander LS safety pack, and it is also an all-wheel drive model. So what we'll do is run through some of the condition on the outside of the car as well as some of the features that does come with this safety pack model. Now starting off on that front end, do get that dynamic shield look which is incorporated into most of Mitsubishi's products. So you've got the nice chrome garnishes on the outside, piano black gloss in the finish, and your Mitsubishi badging right in the middle there. Now I will note there are a few minor stone chips on the front here. We have gone through the effort of actually touching it up for you, but just so you are aware, there are very few minor imperfections just on the front of this car. But again, it is a used car, it is what you'd expect. Taking a look at the headlights, got a very nice headlight design. They do come with a projector globe fitment, which will give you a really nice clean line of light. High beams fitted and your indicator lamp fitted in the inner side of the headlights. Now the headlights also come with a daytime running lamp fitted in there to improve the visibility of the car, and fog lamps fitted into that front bar there. Now as we come across the driver's side of the car, pay attention to the paintwork because that's probably the most important part. There is a bit of a scratch here on that quarter panel there, but again we have touched it up so it's not going to get any worse, but just so you are aware that mark is there. Taking a look at that first alloy though, and do get a very nice multi-spoke design. Do have that black or gunmetal finish on the inside and that polished aluminium finish on the outer side of the spokes. The tires itself, it looks like we fitted brand new tires on these for you at the time of this video, so gives you a bit of reassurance that there are new tires fitted on here. Now coming across to the driver's side, got your side mirrors and door handles which are color matched to the car itself. Indicator lamp is fitted into that side mirror. Now that actually elevates the lamp being fitted there, but it also clears up the quarter panel for yourself as well. Now taking a look at the driver's door, now being the LS model, when you do lock the car, the side mirrors will fold in. Unlocking it will make them fold out. On the inside of the actual, under the door handle, there is very light scratching and marks, but again, it is what you'd expect from a used car. Taking a look inside the driver's side. Now, you do get cloth seats in this model. Very nice cloth seats. There is a minor tear here, very superficial tear, nothing too major, but just so you are aware, there is that mark there. There is also scratching on that other seat. However, we have purchased another seat for this car. We just don't have it at the time of this video, but we will be replacing that full seat. These come with manual seat controls. This is for the height of the seat. This is for the lean on the back, and you've also got your rail there just to move it forward and back as well. Now on the door card, where people tend to get a bit lazy and kick the door open, there is a little bit of damage or wear there, but most of it will come off with a detail, so don't be too concerned about that. Now one other benefit for these cars is, if you do note, they have already been tinted for you, so that's going to save you a little bit of money down the line, but we know all the benefits of tinting, so we do highly recommend it. So lucky for you, it's going to save you a little bit of money. There's also slight fading or some kind of stain on that black bit, but it's not too obvious. Now on these back doors as well, there is scratching on the back here and under the actual arm itself, and a little bit of something poured on the handle there, but just so you are aware, there are a few scratches and marks. It's not a perfect car, but it will do the job just well. Now taking a look in the back seats as well, they do come fitted with carpets. Back seats are in very good condition, few minor little stains or marks, but the seats itself present quite well. Now coming across, taking a look at that second alloy, trying to be as picky as I can for you. The rims are actually in very good condition, unscratched, unmarked, and you've also got brand new tires fitted on the back there at the time of this video. Coming across to the tailgate of the car, now you've got a pretty standard look on the Outlander back end. You do get your Outlander badging and Mitsubishi badging in that chrome finish and that chrome garnish on the top there. Now this car comes fitted with reverse parking sensors mounted on the back. They are color matched to the car itself. Very light scratching on the rear bar here, and you've also got a reverse camera fitted on the car, which is going to help you park a vehicle this big. You've got high mounted brake lights across here, and your rear wipers and washers fitted. And if you open up the boot, you can see inside the amount of space that you actually get in this vehicle. Now you can pull these seats up pretty easily just with this little pulley there, and they do come up quite nicely. There isn't much space there. However, in these Outlander LSs, you can actually move these seats forward and back, so you've got that versatility to actually adjust the middle row seats if you did need more space in the back of the car, or if you needed more space in the middle row seats, and these will drop completely flat. You've got your car seat mounting points for the second row just over there, and a small little storage compartment under here for any extra things you might be storing. Now the spare wheel, if you're wondering where that is actually mounted under the car here. So spare wheel is underneath, and there's a little bolt here just to unscrew that to access the spare wheel. But closing this up, coming across to the passenger side of the car, trying to be really picky for you. In the black, you can generally see a lot of imperfections, so a few little scratches here and there, but kind of like hairline scratches, you don't really notice it. On the passenger side is your fuel filler cap, so it is on the safe side of the car. If you do have to pull over in case of an emergency, you know you're going to be safe from any oncoming traffic. Coming and taking a look at that third alloy. Now generally these are the rims that get the most damage, as it is the curb side of the road. Pretty clean from what I can see, no scratches on there, and again brand new tires fitted on the car at the time of this video. A few scratches here near the door, just so you are aware. Paintwork, other than those few marks, is actually in good condition, meaning that there's no fading or oxidizing on the paintwork itself, just a few little scratches up here on the car as well. And if you take a look at that fourth and final rim, it's very minor mark just on the very edge of that rim there, but other than that the rim is also in good condition. So we got 4 rims in very good condition, one slightly scratched up. Got 4 brand new tires fitted on there for you, and you've got a great car being the diesel Outlander. So what we're going to do now is pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay of the Outlander. Now what we have here is Mitsubishi's 4-cylinder 2.2 litre turbo diesel motor. It does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so it's going to make the ride really nice and smooth between gears. Now this car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for all 7 passengers inside the car. This motor itself produces 110 kilowatts with 360 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power for any towing needs. Now this car does have a 2-ton towing capacity, which is good if you're planning on towing a light caravan or just your standard run around kind of tray. And you've also got a 60-litre capacity diesel fuel tank with a 6.2-litre combined fuel consumption and an average fuel distance of about 968 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you're towing and how many people you have in the car. Alright, taking a look inside the Outlander now. As you can see, it's a pretty standard car in the interior. Do get a lot of features in this model, so we'll touch on exactly what that is. So starting off on that driver's side door, you do get your automatic windows. So driver's side is fully automatic up and down. The passengers are just your standard electric windows. All 4 windows are electric. Now you get your window lock control above that and your central locking option as well. Nice and easy to access. Above that is your side mirror toggles. There is a little button to actually fold them in if you did want to fold them in while sitting in the car, or you can fold them out, but however they do fold in when you do actually lock the car. Now coming to the right side of the dash, just so you can see that a bit clearer. Just on the side here, there is a little button that looks like some cards. Pressing that is going to show the different options in the actual cluster. So it's got your trip A, trip B, your fuel distance, travel distance, things like that. So a little bit of driver information. Next to that is your stability control and your headlight height adjuster. Below that, you've got 2 blank spots. Your parking sensor sonar button, so you can turn them off if you wanted to. Lane departure warning and forward collision mitigation. Now, if you don't know what these are, I'm very happy to explain these to you in more detail when you do actually come in. Fuel release cap is on the hood release cap is on the bottom of the A-pillar, and fuel release cap is here by my feet. Now, on the right hand stalk are your left and right indicators with your fog lamp controls and your headlights. Now these cars come with an automatic headlight system, so you just leave it in auto. Car's going to decide when it needs to use it. In addition to that, they also come with an automatic high beam, so when you engage a high beam, you can flick that button and that'll turn on your auto high beam. On the left hand side is your wipers and washers. So you've got rear wipers and you've got your front wipers and washers, which are automatic systems as well. Now the steering wheel is a very nice leather stitched steering wheel. On the right hand side are your cruise control settings and adaptive cruise control, and on the left hand side are your media controls, so volume, different controls and mode option, as well as your call reject and voice control for your CarPlay system or your Bluetooth connectivity. Behind this, if you notice, they do have some paddle shifts in here. Now that is for your sports shift or sports shift system. So if I put this into drive, you do notice that there is a D there. Now if I flick that up, it shows 1 and 2. Now that is the gears that the car is locked into. Now that will stay like that unless you wanted to turn it off. To turn that off and put it back into drive, you just hold this down and it'll go back into drive. That just lets you know. So that's only if you really want a little bit of added control over the car itself. Coming over to the entertainment system, you get a very nice touchscreen head unit here. The system comes with your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, AM, FM radio, and digital radio. You do also get Bluetooth audio and USB Connect. Now, if you do notice, there is a GPS option there. That'll just show you your longitude, latitude. It won't actually show you your maps. Your maps will have to run through your CarPlay system, which again, we'll be happy to set up for you when you do actually come in. Below that is your hazards and eco mode, which is going to save you a little bit of fuel. You've also got dual climate control, so driver and passenger have their own temperatures, fan speeds in the middle, and all your different modes and fan options, and your 2 demisters. Below that is a 12-volt socket, not a cigarette lighter, as we don't encourage people to smoke in the cars. And you've also got 2 cup holders there, and behind that is your gear shifter. Now if I put that into reverse, you can see that really clear reverse camera that also comes in the model. The rear bar is quite clearly seen there, and if you do get a tow bar fitted, you'll be able to see that pretty easily in the middle. Put it back into park. You do get an electric park brake system in this model, so that is that P there. Right now it's engaged. If I press that down, that is off. If I pull that up, that is on, just like your standard handbrake. You also got an auto hold option, which is just going to hold the car here for you until you accelerate. And you've also got a 4-wheel drive option. Now this 4-wheel drive option will flick between a few options. So you've got 4-wheel drive auto, 4-wheel drive lock, and 4-wheel drive eco. So a few different 4-wheel drive options for you. Behind that is your leather stitched center console armrest. Now if I lift that up, you can see the kind of space you get in here. There is a small shelf in there, which will give you a bit of storage, and also more storage underneath. And you've got 2 USB inputs and a 12-volt socket for any extra charging that you might be doing in the car. But everything is nice and easily accessible. Now I get the camera person to actually pan around the interior to show you the condition. Now if you look at the driver's seat, it is a bit scratched up here. Now this seat is going to get fully replaced, as I mentioned, on the outside, so don't worry too much about that. You're going to get a brand new seat in this one. Roof lining is in good condition. You do get a sunglass holder in there. Now there is a minor stain here if I'm trying to be really picky for you, but the rest of the roof lining is actually in very good condition. There's no stains or marks or tears or damage. Back seats also present really well. Again, no stains or damage or marks whatsoever. So can you see the car presents quite well for what it is. So what we're going to do is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2017 MY18 Mitsubishi Outlander LS with a safety pack in an all-wheel drive and in diesel. Now, I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside of the car. Yeah, it's not perfect. It is a used car. There are a few little stone chips and scratches and marks, but it is what you'd expect from a used car. Now, if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you as a buyer is 5 years extended protection up to 200,000 kilometers, and that'll also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. Now, if you do plan on towing things around and traveling, this will also add an extra 3.5 ton towing on top of your car. So if you are towing around a caravan or a camper van, they will move that around for you as well. In addition to that, talk to us about our glass coat and tinting, which is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this black paintwork. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to maintain and protect the car, and it's going to protect it from a lot of environmental factors. Now, these two things are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will really affect your repayments. Now, lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.